Hello AOS fans, Robin here, back again and in front of the camera today. Yes, I thought I'd try doing something in front of the camera and not doing over the, just on digital things, because I want to do a little unboxing stroke playthrough for you. Not really a playthrough, but a little discussion of this game. It's going to be coming out on Kickstarter soon, and that game is called Block Happy. Yes, it's a game designed by an English design team, and I think it's going to appeal. It's a kind of party game. It's got an exploding kittens feel to it, and I think therefore it'll appeal to people who like exploding kittens. It looks absolutely great. It's really fun to play. My family really love it. You can't always tell. Sometimes games they look fun and you think they'll appeal and they don't, but my kids actually love this more than I thought they would, if that makes sense. They really get into it. Now, this is a prototype copy I've got because it is coming out on Kickstarter, so the final product may change, and I do know they're hoping to do different finish on the cards. But I've got all sorts of gubbins in here, but you get a little action guide of what you can do with your cards. And the idea is, well, I can read the back of the box maybe, the emotional game where you play it and feel happy, amazed, shocked, excited, amused, smug, jealous, frustrated, curious, panicked, cheeky, wicked, glum, confident, overjoyed, and even more. So yes, basically you are playing little emotion cards as you go through the game, and I can flash up pictures of these, but I'll try and let you focus in there. It's upside down. I'll try to help you focus in there so that there's a happy card, little happy birthday there, and there's another happy card, my son's favourite card, this one, the little wrestler chappy, there we go. And as you can see, they're hexagonal cards. Now, we like hexagons here at Agents of Sigmar very much with our Shadespire and Warhammer Underworlds playing, but there you go, look, there's a funny card, and of course they are hexagonal, but they're also cubed as well, hence the Block Happy. And the artwork actually on these really reminds me of sort of Minecraft and those sort of games. I really love the blocky nature of the cards, and it's a very simple game to play. The idea is, there's a smug card, and boys do like the smug cards. The idea is that you go around and you try and collect these happy cards, and the way you do that is you've dealt 7 cards, and any cards that you have are happy you put in front of you, and then you make back up to 7. But then on your turn, there's a face down part you can't see, and then once they get going, there's a discard pile. So you play a card, first person plays a card, puts it down on the discard pile, and you can take one. So if you just play one card, one simple card as they call them, then that's the simplest thing you can do, is just play one card, pick up one unknown card. So if you've got one you don't want, play it down, pick one up. Now what you can also do is you can play 2 the same. If you play 2 the same, you can pick one off the discard pile and one off the hidden pile. So that means if there is something that somebody's played that you want, then you can play 2 of the same card, pick it up, 2 of the same card from your hand, not the same card as the one you want, and then pick it up, and then you've got it, and then you can maybe use it. And they all have different abilities. So for example, kind of the powerful cards are the angry attack cards, and they come in 3 categories: frustrated, annoyed, and outraged. Yes, outraged basically enables you to take all of a player's happiness. So if one person's doing really well, you can pinch all of it. If you've got a couple yourself, that might even bring you the winning of the game with one fell swoop. And there's annoyed cards, they enable you to take 2 of somebody's happiness, and frustrated cards enable you to take 1, because they're a little bit frustrating but not outraging. Or outrageous, maybe, I don't know. But you can defend yourself from those. If you've got a black, as I said earlier, a black smug card. Black smug card. You can play a black smug card, and then they can't do it. You just go, effectively, it's nope. That's how we end up doing it in this house, even though we want to try to avoid using other game language. That's what we end up saying, nope. But it's a smug card, and you can go, gotcha. So yeah, that's the smug card. Then there's other cards that are controlling others. I know there are great sections of our Warhammer Underworld viewers who love to play control, so you might like these cards. They're optimistic cards. They enable you to look through the hidden pile and just take one of your choice. The top 3 cards. Curious cards, you can ask a player if they've got particular cards. If you think somebody's just taken it from the hidden pile, you can immediately play that and ask them to have it, but have it yourself. Flirty cards, you could basically have to switch cards to each other. So if you've got rubbish in your hand, you can switch to somebody you think has got good. There are cheeky cards like this cheeky pirate, in which case you can basically pinch somebody's card just straight from their hand, although it's hidden, so you can't see what they're taking, but you can just take a card. And then there are the board cards, which is like any teenage boy on at any given moment, and they miss a turn because they're busy going, oh, I'm bored. And then we have emotional powers. Now the emotional powers, these are the power cards, and the really most powerful cards in the game. There's a curious card there for you, rather like that one. That's fortunate little fruit machine. But anyway, go back to the what they call the emotional power cards. These are really power cards. There's Tickle Pink. You can play Tickle Pink when you've only got 6 down. And kabam, win the game. 6 happy cards. Tickle Pink will win, as will 7 happy cards. But that's a kind of quick way of winning. Maybe though, when you've got 6 happy cards out, you are prone to being attacked. But if you can stay for a whole turn, you can play Tickle Pink and suddenly win the game. Magical cards, as you pinch 2 players from another player. Now remember, these are unsmuggable. The other annoying ones that you can take, that you can play smug and stop them. You cannot play smug on these cards. You can also play smug on the other control cards as well if you want to, but you can't play them on these. And there's overjoyed. Overjoyed is like, somebody has to do, I'm going to play outrage. You go, don't be outrageous, play I'm overjoyed, and then they can't play it. And not only that, you take what they've got. So if they're going to try and take your final I was going to say glory, then that's a different game. If you're going to take your final happiness and to give them the complete set, you play overjoyed, and then you take all of those and you win the game. Yeah, so overjoyed is really powerful. There's jealous, which basically you can steal just 1 happiness from a player, and there's glum. And then they have to, if they're glum, then I become like Eeyore, and sometimes there it is. But then you have to you take one of their cards, and they have to take one of their happiness cards and put it back in the hidden pile. So that makes them upset. And then finally, shocked. Shocked is a really, really powerful card that can only be used once in the game. So once somebody's used it, you take it out, because shocked basically means everybody has the happy cards, and every happy card big player. So if somebody's got 6 happy cards, you play shocked on them, and they all have to go back in the hidden pile. And that person is really annoyed. That can be really good if you can time it right at the end when the hidden pile is tiny, because basically every time you play pick up a happy card, you have to put it down in front of you. So if it's your turn, if you can get it right, then you can draw the cards, but it's not always that easy. So to recap, the shock card, you can only play it once, but you play it and you can take one person's happiness, all of their happiness away from them. That can be a really big swing of the game, but you can only play it once, because otherwise the game would last forever. And that's it. And then you've got the simple cards. They're the ones that I was talking about at the beginning. You play 1 or 2 of them together. There's surprise, funny, scared, angry and sad, and they don't do very much other than this mechanism for cycling through the cards. But what I really, really like about this card, I've already said I enjoy it, but I love the artwork. I think the artwork is super lovely. They're all upside down and rubbish there. What I really like about this game is the aesthetic. I love the pictures. The pictures are really good. And then you just silly things like when you've got your 7 cards, you can hold them like that, and you can see what they all are, but they make this glorious straight line on there, and the cubey hexagonal nature of them, it's incredibly pleasing. Got this beautiful sort of elongated hexagon there, and then they made the cubes, and you can if you find yourself when you're playing and lining them up in different ways and seeing what effects you can make, and it's just really pleasing. That's Block Happy. It's going to start on Kickstarter, I think, at the end of September, beginning of October. Check it out. I will put a link to the campaign in the video below, so you can go and check it out. They're UK based. I'm not sure what the price of it is at the moment. I don't imagine it will be too expensive, because it is, at the end of the day, just a set of cards, even though they are absolutely gorgeous. I would hope it would be nice entry-level price. I would expect so. But that is Block Happy. I'm really chuffed with it. I think it's a really lovely little game. So the kids absolutely love it. They're really taken with it, and you can hear them sort of yelling at each other that they're going to play hilarious or particularly smug when one of them's big smug. And so far, it hasn't led to fights, which is really quite nice. I think the emotional side of it kind of appeals to them. They kind of appreciate that they're being annoying, and therefore they don't get annoyed when their brother gets annoyed that they've had it played on them. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, because normally any opportunity they happily fight, but they haven't fought over this game yet. So I'm really chuffed with that. So there we go. That's Block Happy. It's for 2 to 5 players. It says ages 6 to 117. My 7-year-old, he can play it. I wouldn't say he fully gets it yet. So 6 might be a little bit young, although he's a rule maker rather than a rule follower, which I think is why he struggles a little bit with games, because he likes to tell you what you're going to do and make the rules up himself, and gets a bit cross when they don't work the way he wants them to. But we do love it in this house. We've really enjoyed it. I've played it with my brother-in-law, I've played it with friends, and I haven't played it with Pete yet. Maybe we should do that. But it's it's really fun. So that's Block Happy. I will put a link, as I said, in the description below, and I will also I shall review this on Geek Dad, and I'll put a link to the Geek Dad review, full review, how to play and all that jazz. So you can look at that too. If you did enjoy this video, please give us a like and ring the little subscription bell thing, and comment below what games you like playing, whether you want to see more of these videos. It's the first one I've done in a while. I want to do more. We're a bit more geared up for that now. It's just trying to the time to edit them, so do let me know what you think of the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye!